Now, lockdown, and over the last year and a half, almost 2 years, all this chaos has caused a lot of issues. Almost 1.2 million people waiting at least 6 months for vital NHS services in England. Do you know why? Because they said that we need to prioritize the other patients, because everything's just about one disease and one virus, that we have to make sure that we are protecting the capacity. So the capacity is always protected from day one, even March 2020, before the national lockdown was actually took off. The NHS capacity was fine. The Nightingale hospitals were not even used. 1.2 million people are waiting for what? Because these people are scared, and then they created bureaucracy, and they've done the paperwork months ago. And even if they want to sort this out, now they can't, because they've already essentially written the letters and put in the processing forms. They've already told the 1.2 million, and they say, oh God, if we want to tell one of them, then we have to completely change the paperwork, change the system, bureaucracy, go through the whole waiting lesson. Don't do it. Or change your system. Change the model of the NHS. You cannot have the government running your healthcare. The government could fund it, fine. The government could fund the patients using it. You could do that. But the government should not firstly hire or fire the healthcare professionals, should not pay their salaries, should not run the hospitals and the NHS trusts. Those of you who say it's not the Department of Health or government doing it, it's all government. It's called the state. Whether it's the actual Department of Health, whether it's the bureaucrats, whether it's the quangos, it's all part of the state. And bureaucrats, civil servants, all these guys, they should not be running this. And this is the failure, the latest failure that we have in the public sector. Now, certain areas of the public sector can be reformed, can be privatized. Some can't. Next one is this. Cressida Dick, the head of the Metropolitan Police. Now, the police cannot be privatized, unless you want to start a philosophical debate about how we can privatize the police. But generally speaking, it's one of those vital services that it's the job of the state to protect us. Although they're not really doing a good job in London or Glasgow. But the police, who are supposed to be there to do their jobs, they're also failing. Partly because of the lack of leadership from Cressida Dick, partly because of the way the police have completely become complacent over the years with bureaucracy, with wokeness and health and safety, and being cautious that they're going to offend someone accidentally or they get sued if they handcuff someone the wrong way. The police are no longer the police that we wanted. Right, before I actually end this, as some of you know, this Sunday, we're going to have a special guest on the channel, the main channel, the website, Jason Miller, the former senior advisor to President Trump and the CEO of Ghetto. So if you want to watch that discussion, then definitely check out the channel. But also the rest of this conversation and all the other topics that we have in the main show is the Afghan crisis, the Putin spy, the public sector fail with the NHS, and the climate militants, Extinction Rebellion, all the stuff that, of course, I only managed to post a couple of them short versions and also self-censored. If you want to watch a full and unedited version of all this and get access to much more, then definitely check out mytc.co.uk. That's the main website, the main channel that we have. So again, just check it out for yourself. You'll see what you can get. If you want to support independent media to counter the complacency of the mainstream media, then check it out, and I'll see you guys on the other side.